It was a scary morning for me. Waking up to my smoke alarm, then I heard the fire alarm, barely, and went back to sleep, tried to go back to sleep. And that's when I realized I was starting to choke and cough. So I got up, and so I went to my cell phone, called 911.
Fire emergency for what area?
Hi, Prince George. I'm right above the fire in Victoria Towers. It looks like I'm above it. I'm standing on the floor above it or the second floor above it.
Do you have a window or a balcony you can go on?
Yeah, but all I see is flames and stuff coming out.
Okay. There's flames coming up onto your balcony?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the first apparatus was on scene at about 6:40, and it became immediately apparent that this was a significant event. So I got to the scene about 7:15, and even at that point in time, there was still a great deal of very active firefighting and rescue underway. The fire was extremely hot, extremely intense. So the first crews into the fire floor encountered very intense heat. The heat from the fire had actually burned the door off of the apartment where the fire had originated. The smoke and heat had moved quite a ways down the hallway, so they basically had zero visibility.
The fire was in 501. I was in 801, and all I know is I just saw the flames coming up. Being that high up and not really knowing what to do because I couldn't see in the hallways. I couldn't breathe even in my own apartment. And it was a hard experience to go through. I have disabilities, so it made it even a little scarier.
The city worked with a variety of agencies to provide response and recovery services to those tenants, and this extended through November into December and beyond into 2012. We worked with the various agencies to deliver a variety of services to the evacuees. In terms of the Red Cross was tasked with development of a longer-term recovery plan and strategy, and that plan assessed the client's health issues, their abilities and disabilities, their resources, their income, and took into account those hard to place. The Red Cross developed and operated through its staff and dedicated volunteers what we call a resilience center. And this resilience center was an excellent facility that provided the evacuees with a transition service between the initial response until longer-term community recovery. And the service provided a lot of gap fill services, including providing the evacuees with psychosocial supports, financial supports in terms of housing, rental assistance, food vouchers, blankets, hygiene kits, needs assessments, and much, much more.
So my role was to ensure that all our systems worked well for our clients and that they were coordinated with the other agencies, such as the Red Cross and the Resiliency Center and all those folks. Yes, we had to make sure everything was meshing well. We've worked in the past, but of course the scope of the disasters were much smaller, maybe 3 or 4 families. So this was a huge event for Prince George. I think it's really unprecedented, and the success was that we had all the folks from the Victoria Towers placed in new affordable housing within 30 days, which was quite incredible. And that was the result of all the agencies, supporting agencies working together.
I was very fortunate that I had a girlfriend that wanted me to move in with her before this even happened. And because of her, I had a place to go after the hotel time and everything else. For some people, it may be still hard and they still may be struggling. But then again, come talk to the Red Cross. They may be able to help you or help you find a counselor or somebody just to sit and listen to you.
The ability of the Red Cross to fulfill that role of their setup of the Resiliency Center, the caring and an incredibly accommodating way that they helped deal with this significant long-term housing problem and need was simply tremendous. And I can, if I can speak for my colleagues within the city and within the emergency support program, or within the evacuation support program, I just want to express our thanks for their tremendous contribution.
The Canadian Red Cross certainly provides the city with fantastic services and in response and especially in recovery. And without their involvement in the Victoria Towers incident, we would never have been able to house 96 individuals within a 1-month period, which was unprecedented in our community. So the city certainly recognizes and values the contribution the Red Cross plays in our overall emergency management process in our community. And we look forward to a continued wonderful partnership in the future.
All I would like to say is to everybody that was involved, from the Red Cross, from the city, for all those members of the Red Cross that came out of town to help us, thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it very much. To this day, it still means the world to me what you guys did for us.